I think it's a gold mine. The stuff that your site does.
Today, I'm with Greg from Florida, who's an entrepreneur who's been using Pictory for lots of interesting projects. Greg, thanks very much for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me on the air, Pete. I appreciate the interview.
It's great to have you. First, we could maybe start with you just giving people a bit of a background on your use of Pictory and your journey so far.
So I've been doing a lot of different things in the nutritional supplement industry for most of my life. And I'm trying to make more content that I can put up on YouTube for advertising. And also being in the nutritional business and in the sports industry, I'm also trying to do some training programs for my sons with basketball. And then I've also dabbled in real estate, and I've also dabbled in some other subjects and topics. So I'm like, I need something that I can have that can make videos, that can edit videos. And I was doing a bunch of research, and I came across Pictory, and I did the free trial that you can do. And after, I think, maybe 20 minutes of being in there, I'm like, this is unbelievable. I need to subscribe to this. And I subscribed to it, and I'm still learning a little bit more as far as all that you can do in there. But I have been totally blown away that you can be a total Hollywood-style professional, really at the snap of a finger on any subject. Between the ChatGPT and what you can do with Pictory, there isn't anything that can stop you from being an expert on any subject and putting out professional videos.
That's really cool. Tell us some of the things that you've been doing so far then with those various niches you mentioned.
Okay, so for my 7 Lights company that I have, I've made some YouTube videos with your platform that I'm advertising with. So in order to be successful with business, so anybody that's in the business world that wants advertising video content, this is great. Instead of going and hiring and paying a whole bunch of money to some professional advertiser, you can literally become your own professional advertiser. Go to ChatGPT. You can come up with all the content you want for your ads, and you can take that content, copy it, paste it into Pictory, and literally you can have a high quality ad, and you can tweak it so easily. You can limit stuff, you can cut topics, whatever, and all of a sudden you're done. And then download the video, and you can upload it to YouTube or post it to your website, whatever you want to do. You have a highly professional thing just like that.
So the company that you mentioned, 7 Lights, that's an e-commerce company. Is it selling product online?
E-commerce, yeah. We sell some products on Amazon and off of our storefront on our website, nutritional-based products.
Okay. So how do you use Pictory to help you sell those products?
Well, for the Pictory, it's mainly been with the ads, or I'm still doing more of that where I can actually take a nutritional product and I can have a lot of content done. So I have one product I sell as a mineral-based supplement. So I'm like, I need more information on minerals. So I actually went to ChatGPT, and you got to know what you're going to ask ChatGPT to write the right content for you. And I wrote out some of the different subjects I'm looking for, how to answer certain questions, what kind of article I want. And, snap of a finger, ChatGPT pulls it up. I take it, I copy it, paste it into Pictory, and I created an absolutely phenomenal. That one's a little bit longer than an ad, but it was about a 2.5 minute video that I then was able to take and post it onto my website. So anybody that goes to my site and they look that product up now, there's the video below that. And that was 100% made from Pictory, just like that.
So the idea is that for each product line, you would produce a separate video using Pictory, and you'd embed that within the product on the website or the advert for the product, which gives more information about the product and also helps you with SEO and all the other good stuff.
Absolutely. So it doesn't even have to be nutritional. So anybody listening to this video, it's any content, any subject, any business. If you need to create ads and high quality content, you can literally do it just like that.
And how long would you say it takes to make one of those videos advertising one of the products?
Less than an hour. It really depends on. You guys generate it super fast with what you're done with. If I just wanted to take what you created, I could be done in probably 10 or 15 minutes. But once I see what you made, there's times I'll go through it. I might want to tweak a few things. I might want to change a couple of the video ads or whatever. But that's what's even more incredible about your program is you have a contract with all the different companies from Getty and all the other image companies, video companies. So you can scroll through and pick different things and swap out what your site auto generated and come up with your own. So that's what has taken me a little bit longer because I've done different things with some of the pictures and things like that. But it's a great thing that it generates right out of the gate.
So you're absolutely right. We have about 10 million or so clips that the AI will automatically put within the video. You can change it. And of course, you can always upload your own video and image assets as well. So if you've got a particular product that you want to make a video about, and you've got pack shots, or you've got collateral that you in video format that you use, you can merge that in with the video as well. So I guess to summarize, we're talking kind of worst case about an hour to produce a video which will then sell your product forever, because you'll have it on YouTube and you'll have it on your website. That would be saving you hundreds of dollars every time you make a video, because to outsource that sort of stuff is more expensive than many people realize.
It's more than hundreds of dollars. If you were any business and you wanted to go hire some kind of professional ad company or whatever, if you're a Fortune 500 company, they're going to charge people, who knows, possibly millions. You've literally broken the door down so that anybody in the world that has a bunch of business ideas and they want to get started has the potential to look like a total professional with whatever. I've seen some of your ads on YouTube. I know it's Pictory because I can tell the way the content shows up and everything. And I'm like, man, literally commercials and everything that are running on YouTube now, I know came from people doing the exact same thing with Pictory. So it's incredible.
Well, we're growing quickly and more people are finding out. So we're very happy about that. So that's the e-commerce use case. So you're making videos to sell the product. You mentioned also you have another website which is about courses. Talk to me about that.
So I've got 3 sons that are all into basketball, and two of them are in high school and they want to go to college. And I've been into sports most of my life. I've coached my kids with a lot of different things, and I was doing a lot of research, and I came up with this whole concept of, in order to really be successful in this world with everything, with all this technology, people want online training courses. And so I did a bunch of research and I connected with a company that you can create training courses with. And that happened simultaneously to me finding Pictory. And I'm like, wow, this is absolutely incredible. And what was even more amazing is that I needed all these different videos, all this content to make this course super professional. And somebody who goes to my website, they can see it. I've actually got endless ideas as far as what I can do with courses online now for training. And your program, I wouldn't be able to even come close to doing it if I didn't have your program. It's so easy to use. Anybody can use. You don't have to be some expert that knows how to do all these different things. It's literally so easy to figure out. Anybody can do it, and anybody could become an expert. So the winning courses thing that I have, the one thing I have there now is a basketball video training session. There's 12 points to it. And what I'm trying to do is take high schoolers, give them all the information they need to know to be an expert at their sport and get a college recruiting degree so they can continue playing basketball and get a college degree with it. So that's just that course. But I've got so many ideas for other courses beyond that. I'm working on another one as well right now.
Great thing about this, of course, is that once you have made the videos with Pictory, the videos belong to you. And so you can include those within courses that you sell, and you don't need to pay Pictory any royalties on that. So, the asset becomes yours and you're free to resell it as much as you like.
Yeah, it's worth every penny, because if I had to go get a contract with Getty Images or iStock or any of those other companies, you'd be paying a bunch of money to try to get that. You can literally go to Pictory and you have access to all those videos and all those photos through your program, and you could become a complete expert on anything. It's amazing. I can't say enough good things about it. I really can't.
We just signed a deal with ElevenLabs as well for very realistic AI voices. So although you can upload your own voice if you want to, you could argue now there's no need to, because the computer can read out the text and save you that job as well.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because that was another big thing about the program that I find absolutely incredible that I haven't found anywhere else to this level. So I can generate this content from ChatGPT or write my own articles, put it into Pictory, have the video get created, and then I can pick all this different AI voice. Which one do I want? Or I've done it both ways, actually. Some of the videos I created, I picked AI voices and used them. Some of the other ones, which is even easier, if you want your own voice on it, each specific scene, you can hit the record button and say whatever you want into that for each scene. And then when you play it, it sounds like you're talking live through the whole thing. That was really, really incredible. With the course that I did for my Winning Courses program, I did a lot of both of those. Some of them that I wanted to make them sound really professional, like it was a high-end person. I used the AI voices to read it. And then some of the other ones where I want people to know this is my course. I'm talking about a lot of things. I want them to get to know me as well. There's a lot of them where I generated the videos and then would hit the record button and talk into it and use my own voice.
It's very versatile, isn't it?
Very versatile.
Tell me a little bit about how you would see this being used in real estate. You mentioned before that you have some experience with the real estate market.
I do. I actually have my real estate license here in Central Florida. And the biggest challenge anybody faces in real estate, which they know, is there's so many agents. You're competing against everybody under the sun. In order to really separate yourself and get out there, you have to have a lot of different content that makes you different, that makes people think you really are the expert and you know what you're doing. And all the research I studied and information that I paid for is that videos are the angle. There's a guy out of Texas who's become a major multimillionaire in a short period of time because he makes all kinds of YouTube content. And he says that the videos are what really make it happen. And so I actually want to do a training course for real estate agents that I sell to show people what they can do, including using Pictory and all the other things that can go with real estate, because the videos are what is really going to make it happen. So anybody that's watching this, that's into real estate, I would highly recommend you get this program. I really do. There's so much that you can do. So here in Florida, and I don't know about over there in England where you're from, but there's a lot of people that decide, I don't want to use a real estate agent. I can do a for sale by owner. Or there's people that had a listing for 6 months and it didn't sell and it's an expired listing. One of the things I've done with the program is I actually went to ChatGPT and I asked ChatGPT to write an article all about for sale by owners, the positives, the negatives, what you should do. Boom. And there was a whole bunch of great content. You tell it what to create. I went through it. I tweaked it a little bit and then I put it into Pictory and I created a phenomenal video that I actually posted onto my YouTube channel from Pictory. And then if you're an agent, you want to talk to somebody by phone, you can talk to them by phone, or you can even buy lists and you can send emails out where you would send a video out to people. There's so many things that you can do with it. I don't claim to be the expert that knows every single thing you do in real estate to be super successful with it. But I know the program itself could make any real estate person that's involved in that business a total expert, to hopefully get their name out there and make that business far more successful than they maybe could do it without it.
Certainly video is a huge part of content marketing now, and it's still early days. A lot of people just simply don't get it yet. So there's a competitive advantage if you can be the first mover and adopt video as part of your content marketing.
Absolutely. Yep.
Well, you've got a ton of ideas. It's very clear to me. I'd just like to finish up with a question. If you were to meet fellow entrepreneurs who hadn't yet used Pictory, what would you say to them?
I would probably pull out my phone and I would say, you've got to see some of the things that I have generated. I get so excited when I talk to people and I try to tell them, man, you can't believe this software, what it does these days. I'm blown away by it. I really am. I would tell anybody that's in any business that this would be an absolute program that they need access to. And if they don't want to do it themselves, then they can find somebody that's going to do it for them. If you want to be an expert advertiser and go out to businesses and tell them, hey, you want to advertise? I can generate the ads for you. Somebody that wants to be an entrepreneur can do that as well. It's endless what you can do. But I would certainly tell people this is the most amazing software program I've ever seen in my business career that can make such a dramatic difference on every single angle. And there's a whole nother thing that we didn't even talk about, which I'm not big into it as far as I haven't gotten a bunch of stuff out there and been hugely successful or anything yet. I haven't had time to do any of it. But anybody that's in ministry, anybody that's in a church, anywhere in the world, okay, you just said the right thing. Videos. People don't want to sit and read books. They don't want to read 500-page books. Everything's video-based. Everything's internet-based. And one of the things I even liked about your site is you can pick which size you want the video to be. Do you want it for a desktop? Do you want it for the phone? You got several different options. So if you're big on Instagram, or if you're big on Twitter or TikTok, you can actually pick the size of the video that you want. So the one that you download is the one that's going to be compatible for those systems. So if you're in ministry, you could do the same thing. In the olden days, I'd think to myself, okay, I'm looking up certain scriptures in the Bible. How do I find them? How do I find this content or whatever? Well, now you can just go to ChatGPT. ChatGPT, pull up all the scriptures in the Bible about this. Boom, I've done this. And then all this content comes up. You take it, copy it, paste it in the Pictory, and then all of a sudden you can generate a complete video that's going to make you an expert on that. And you can have short content, you can have long content, you could take specific subjects and break them into 5,000 different parts. It's endless. It really is. It's endless what can be done. So that's another segment beyond real estate. Anybody that's in, it doesn't matter what denomination, what religion, if you want a bunch of video content, Pictory would be the absolute best thing that you can do. You could become a literal religious expert on any subject through what I just said, just like that.
We do have a few customers who are in that space. They actually use another feature of the product, though, that you may not have tried yet, which is the edit videos using text feature. So this is where you can upload a recording of a service, and Pictory will automatically go through, pull out the highlights, and create videos of that, which you can then disseminate across social media with links back to the full recording if people are interested. So there's a whole dimension of the product yet, which I think you're yet to explore.
That's incredible that it does that as well. That gives me excitement too. The one thing that I did start learning about that I just started messing around with is when I made a lot of videos, I kept saying the word, okay, okay, okay. So when I go back and listen to it, I'm like, oh man, I spent all this time making a video and I kept saying a word that sounds stupid to keep saying over and over again. It's not easy really to edit that quickly. Sometimes in your mind, you're thinking, I probably just have to refilm the video and not say that word again. Well, I just tried it actually today. I had a video, I uploaded it to Pictory, and you can highlight the words, you can look for the words, and you can delete them. And I took all those words out where I said the word okay. And at the end, I downloaded it and I listened to it. So it took maybe, I don't know how much time got off of it off the top of my head with you on the line here, but the time went down because it cut some of the content out. You can't tell when you listen to the video that anything was done to mess with it. So not only that, if you're afraid to make videos or you think you maybe said things wrong, you can then make a video and upload it and tweak it and delete content that you don't want or don't like with what you're saying and use it. So you don't have to worry about filming all kinds of videos over again.
Yeah, we can automatically remove silences and filler words. And as you say, you can go in and edit the video in exactly the same way as you would edit a Word document. Just edit the text and we'll do the hard work behind the scenes to edit the video to match that, which if you've ever tried using a desktop editor, Premiere Pro or Final Cut, that's a big deal. It can take a long time to do it manually.
It can.
Yeah, we do it in the cloud as well, so you don't need a powerful computer. You can do it on a laptop. And let us do the hard work behind the scenes while you get on with creating the content. You've been an absolute star, Greg. Thanks very much for sharing all those ideas. It seems like you have almost limitless ideas, and you can do all of this and more with Pictory. And we look forward to following your success. Thank you for being so generous with your time.
Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to talk. I hope this blesses a lot of people.